Hey my beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. Hey y'all, it's your girl Tastee. How are y'all doing today? Hope all is well. So guess what? Guess what? Scorpio is the first place winner for this week. Hey, when I tell y'all, like, I was shooketh, like, when I posted the video, like, y'all literally, like, within a day, y'all had the most views. I was like, okay, Scorpio, okay, y'all, like, last week, y'all were kind of, slipping. I think y'all were, like, close towards the least amount of views, but y'all shot up. Y'all shot up to first place, so congratulations. So y'all are gonna have y'all video out first. They had y'all in the first half. They had us in the first half. Got my Scorpio earrings on right now. But so yeah, so cool. So this week we're gonna be the spread that we're gonna do is called "What Do I Do Now / Next." I feel like a lot of us could be just like really, really confused sometimes. Like there's always so much going on in the world, and sometimes you're just like, okay, what is my main priority? Like what should be my main priority to get to the next stage in my life or to get to where it is that I want to go. So y'all already know I'm gonna tell y'all the every time. Every time I'm gonna tell y'all that these messages are general, you feel me? And so it will literally resonate for the person it's supposed to resonate for. Do not force it to your storyline. Always use your intuition, baby, when it comes to receiving messages. Okay? If you want something more personal, you can most definitely book a personal reading because I'm telling you, I am most definitely I am taking personals now. I'm taking personals now. I know, I know, I know. I'm happy too. I'm very happy to be able to extend my energy to y'all on a personal level again. It took me a minute. It took me a minute. And I know you guys, I am posting this first video on Tuesday. I'm an emotional water sign, okay? So if my emotions are like not it, I'm not even. I can tell you that much. I'm not even. I'm not even going to attempt to put my energy in readings, or overwork myself because I've learned my lesson that I am my main priority. My well-being is the most importante to me, and I want you to do the same for you. Always take care of you first, okay? So, yeah. So this is going to be what do I do now / next. The first card is where you're at currently. So if that's not where you're at currently, then it is not your story right now. My readings are timeless, so you can look at it if you want, because it could be a situation that's later on down the road. It could be something you've already been through, type of thing. But the first one is where you're at currently, and then it's where you want to go. And then it's what do you need to focus on in order to get there, current obstacles or possible obstacles, and then how to overcome those obstacles. So this thread is going to give you some good information if it resonates with you. But if it does not resonate with you, just check out other signs in your chart. But with that being said, oh yeah, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I hope y'all are able to find something you like. Subscribe if you want to. If you want to be notified on when I post videos, hit that little bell notification. You feel me? It's like red. It's red when you hit it. I feel like. I think. I feel it. I feel so. Yeah, and you can just hit all and it'll notify you. Like I said, I'm going to do my best to post every single week for y'all a different spread. I'm still thinking of other spreads. So if y'all want to, if y'all would like to know some more information or something, just let me know. I'm down to consider it. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do everything that y'all want me to do, but I'll consider it. I can say that much. But yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start off with a positive affirmation card. We're gonna do your tarot spread, and then we're gonna end with oracles, like always. So let's go ahead and get started. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing for me to release ego with all of my readings. Thank you for allowing for me to be a clear channel, a clear beacon of light. Invite the white light and the Holy Spirit into my readings. I appreciate you so much, Spirit. So what positive affirmation would you like to start my Scorpios off with? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Okay, so we have freedom is my divine right. So it says, I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. Freedom. Yes. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. You're literally becoming what you were created to be. That's like, you know what? I was created on this world to feel free, to feel like I don't have any other obligations other than the ones that I place on myself. I move beyond past limitations, baby. You're just like, I'm no longer saying what I can't do. You know, like I can do anything that I feel like I can do. And so why would I even place a limitation on me, baby? I can have what I want. I can do what I want. I can say what I want. And don't get me wrong, there may be there will always be consequences for your actions, but you know, they could be good or bad. But overall, your desired life, your freedom, you have that freedom. So let's go ahead and start with your tarot spread. So thank you so very much, Spirit, for allowing me to be a clear channel, a clear beacon of light. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where my Scorpios are at currently? Where my Scorpios at currently? Show me clearly, please. So where you're at right now, we have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands just talks about defensive energy. It talks about feeling like you are, feeling like you need to protect your energy, honestly. You feel like you need to stand up for your boundaries. You need to stand up for what it is that you believe in. You need to stand up for yourself. Yeah. So the Seven of Wands, you see how she is, you know, that wand in her hand talks about her belief. It talks about her energy. And all those other wands at the bottom are just other people's opinions, other people's limitations, other people's responsibilities, other people's energies. And she's just like, get back, go get. You know, my wand is more than enough. I don't need y'all's opinion. I don't need y'all's energy. I don't need anything, you know, like I have my own wand, you know. So this is like someone who's finally, you know, kind of fed up. You may possibly be blocking off communication from people or blocking off your energy from people, just really retracting yourself. Yeah, because I do see we have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So this is you just like you're tired of not really being able to be consistent when it comes to the things that you love, with that Knight of Cups being there. And so I do feel like you are building up your confidence right now, maybe even possibly releasing pride and ego, really tapping into your fighting spirit, tapping into your inner strength when it comes to you fighting for your freedom, fighting for the life that you want. I actually see some of y'all are like actually fighting like to get out of some sort of sticky situation that you feel like is kind of like aggressive. I can say that much. I'm not sure if it's, I don't feel like it's like physical abuse. But I do feel like you feel like it's aggressive. But some of y'all may be so, because that could most definitely be like a restraining order for some people. Because especially since we have this justice card at the bottom of the deck, and that talks about the court system. So but yeah, for the most part, I do feel like you're just really wanting things to be balanced in your life. The justice card talks about looking at, you know, just being honest, doing things with integrity, looking at the standards and the boundaries that you have set in place, seeing, you know, taking responsibilities for your choices, your actions, and making sure things are balanced in your life. You know, that there's equal give and take in all of your relationships, that you are giving to the things that you actually want to grow. I do feel like it's heavily on your own creative projects, because with this Page of Pentacles, that's like you being a student. You are learning, you're starting something new. So you could be starting a new project, you could be starting, you know, starting to learn about other ways of making more income, just learning a lot of things on how you can be stable, how you can bring things into this physical world to help you be more stable or feel more stable. And we have this world card here as well. So this just like you ending cycles, you know, wanting to get your world the way that you want it to be. I do feel like you're really fighting for your freedom right now. You're just like, you know what? You know, I'm tired of overextending myself. I'm tired of not having the things that I want in this physical world, and I don't have anyone to blame but myself, because I give my energy to people who when I can just give my energy to myself. You know, I don't even feel like, you know, it may be certain people who don't necessarily deserve it, but I don't even feel like it has anything to do with that. I just feel like you give more of your energy to other people than you do to yourself. And so now you're feeling kind of burnt out. You're feeling like your world isn't really the way that you want it to be. And you're just like, you know, you're feeling really, really defensive when it comes to. So people may be honestly asking you for favors, and you could be honestly getting really upset and angry at them because it's just like, nah, you know, and it's not you getting like really mad at them. It's more or less you just like, it's just the buildup of everything that you've done in your past, you know. So just like you're tired of doing things for people, you know. You're ready to do for yourself. So that's where you're at currently. It's defensive energy for sure, but it's boundaries as well. You're setting up boundaries for yourself. You're fighting for your freedom, because you do feel like that you have the right to feel free. You know, you don't have the right to have other obligations or other people's energies attached to you. So let's see where you would like to go. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit, where would my Scorpios like to go? Where would they like to go? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. So where you would like to go is the King of Pentacles. That's really beautiful. If you remember that Page of Pentacles, that's someone who's learning. Like I said, you could be possibly, this could be you starting off your own spiritual journey, you know, so learning how to get closer to your spiritual side, that spiritual foundation. For some of y'all, this is actual like things in this physical world. So you're you're learning how to make more streams of income, or learning how to really invest in your own physical projects, your own pentacles. So pentacles is physical things in this world. So whether that's a business, doing physical self-care things to yourself, taking care of yourself more physically, getting your hair did, wearing better clothes, you know, getting that cologne on, whatever, you feels me? So just doing more things. You're learning how to take care of yourself physically. And so where you want to go, you want to be the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is someone who they're really, really stable. They are all about taking care of their community, taking care of the people that are around them. A very, very nurturing person. He's someone who legit just looks out for everyone, you know. So this King of Pentacles is someone who has their own pentacle. They're very, very nurturing on their own stability, and because they focus on their stability, they are able to pass that on to other people because they're very, very stable within themselves. So the King of Pentacles is like my hubby card. The King of Pentacles is like, and we're all made up of masculine and feminine energy, guys, but this is most definitely someone who can provide for the community, not only in a physical aspect, like giving things physically to people, but also doing things physically for people as well. So I do feel like you want to be more hands-on when it comes to community projects, being more hands-on when it comes to your own stability. I do get heavily spiritual stability for a lot of you guys. I'm actually, oh wow. And then look at that, you got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, and that talks about, you know, like that just talks about wise counsel. Some of y'all may be this Hierophant. This is like someone who is some sort of spiritual teacher, a preacher, Reiki master, just someone who someone who's heavily in their community. So I do feel like with this Two of Swords, you're just like, there are emotions and there's feelings that I kind of have guarded up. I'm at this crossroad. There are things that I'm not necessarily looking at that I need to cut out. There are things that I have shut off to myself that I need to explore so that I can step more into my role of being a Hierophant. And some of y'all are just like, I want to be more physically stable within myself. I want to feel more stable within my world. And so I honestly need to reach out to, you know, a therapist or someone, some sort of professional help, or even my community, so that I can open up more emotionally. Because you see, this Two of Swords, this person has a lot of emotions behind them. The water is what represents emotions to me, and you see how the water is moving. It's moving pretty rapidly. It's not calm at all. But this person sits on the outside with their swords up, not necessarily looking at it. They don't want to look at it, but sometimes those emotions could get so strong that the water will, like, you know, splash that person on the back. You know, it drenches them sometimes, you know. So even though they have this blindfold on and they have this guard up when it comes to the emotions that's behind them, they can't really, really ignore it, because you see how the water is moving. So sometimes the storm does get really bad to where they feel it on their back, you know. So it's just like it's there. They know it's there, but they don't necessarily want to look at it. And so you want to learn how to be able to look at these things that causes you to feel very, very emotional. You want to learn how to do that, how to be more stable within your emotions, how to not be so defensive, how to be able to cut out things that you know, to make final decisions when it comes to cutting out things to help you feel more stable in your life. And actually fighting and standing up for your own stability. Yeah, being honest with yourself, because even that 9 of Wands just talks about being defensive or feeling like you feel energetically attacked when it comes to just your own stability or your home life, and you just want to feel more comfortable. So some of y'all are just looking to seek for professional help, and some of y'all are this person who is the Hierophant, and you just want to be able to do your own healing process as well, so that you will be able to help people get through their own stuff as well. Because you're like, if I there's always levels for me, and if I can get through this level, I can help other people, because there's always things that are deep within my subconscious that I don't necessarily know about. So that Two of Swords, I do feel like it's more or less like subconscious belief. So it's just like this person is able to come off as stable sometimes, but those emotions will most definitely sneak up on them at times. So let's see what they say. So where you want to go is just being more stable. King of Pentacles is a very stable person. You want to be able to take care of your community. You want to be able to lean on your community as well. You want to be able to open up to your community. You want to be able to open up to yourself. You want to be able to open up to even the idea of professional help as well. Receiving or being, you know, that person who gives professional helps or, you know, receive professional help. So let's see, what do you need to focus on to get to where you want to go? So thank you so very much, Spirit. Can you show me clearly where my Scorpios need to focus on to get to where they want to go? What do they need to focus on to get where they want to go? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. So we have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands just talks about taking it one day at a time. It's talking about looking at, you know, what you feed into energetically, your thoughts, your energy, what you put your energy at, the things you say, the things you speak, the things you do. Looking at your small actions, the things you do every single day, and asking yourself, what are they leading up to? So let's say you're eating a French fry, or French fries. Let's say you're eating a quarter pounder, a French fry, just one French fry, you know, so because, you know, the quarter pounder was already like your bad choices, so you're just like, you know, I'm gonna just add a fry to it. I'm not gonna eat the rest of the fries. I'm just maybe 2 fries. Okay, 2 fries. Okay, 2 fries, and the rest of the fries just got thrown in the trash. Okay, so you got a quarter pounder, you got 2 fries, and you got a smoothie, or not a smoothie, a milkshake, because milkshakes are fire. You feel me? And you ate that every single day, you know. So it's just like, but you know, you want to be able to like have a 6-pack. You know, so it's just like, if I'm eating this burger and 2 fries, just 2, and this milkshake every single day, you know, and I want to have a 6-pack, are these actions that I'm taking every single day going to help me get to that 6-pack? You know, so this is like literally looking at, let's say I want to feel more confident in myself. If I tell myself that I'm stupid, or I tell myself I'm never going to get things right, or if I tell myself I'm always messing up, you know, is that going to help me build up my confidence? You know, so it's like literally looking at the things that you're doing every single day. If I do something that I don't want to do, what is that saying about myself? You know, if I put this boundary here and I go against that boundary because I don't know how to say no, what is that saying about myself? Is that me creating the life that I want? So how you're going to get to what you want is really looking at the small actions. You see how she's really looking at this wand? And this is the wand that you have in your hand, the wand that's just like, I know what I'm doing to all these people, you know, just like, get away from me to all these people. So it's just like, okay, it's cool to know what you're doing. You know, it really is. But ask yourself, are you holding yourself accountable when it comes to the things that you're doing, the things that you're saying? And I also feel like, yeah, because we have the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this just talks about your relationships, the people that are in your life, what energies you're feeding into, what energies they're feeding into, the things that you're being, like the conversations you have with certain people that are around you. What do they speak to you? What do they say to you? How do they treat your emotions? You know, do they Are they adding on to this defensive energy? Because with this Knight of Wands, this is like someone who really wants to give up. They feel like they're fighting for the life that they want. They feel like they're in a survival mindset. You know, they feel energetically beaten up. So it's just like seeing if your relationships actually, if they actually care about your goals, you know, and if they actually help you and encourage you to hold you accountable as well. It's not the responsibility, you guys. I can tell you that much. But still, you know, because if you have people around you who genuinely love you and who genuinely care about you being your best self, they are going to, like, if you say, hey, you know, I want to have a six pack or whatever, I really want to be able to focus on myself for a little bit. Hey, I really want to, you know, exercise more or meditate more, whatever. Hey, I don't want to drink, you know, and I don't want to drink. How about that? I don't want to drink. I don't want to party and blah, this and blah, that. And you have friends who invite you out for drinks. You know, do they actually care about your goals? Because I see with this Ten of Pentacles, that's your goals. These are your dreams. You know, some of y'all actually want to have generational curse, or not generation curse. You want to have generational wealth. And so you want to literally take care of not only your family, but your community as well. So it's just like asking yourself, are you actually making progress towards it? And if the relationships around you, if they're helping you make progress towards those things as well. So it's like, let's say you do want to exercise more, getting around people who are more fit, getting around people who actually like to exercise. Let's say you do want to grow your spirituality, get around people who you feel like are spiritual, you know. So it's just like asking if your relationships are going to actually help you progress towards achieving your goals, looking at everything, because the Page of Wands is like the small actions, not only your relationships, you know, the things that you genuinely love to do. Are these things helping the things that you genuinely love? You know, you might really love ice cream, because I really love ice cream, baby. Ice cream fires fudgesicles. But if you know, really want to hit certain goals, you might have to make certain sacrifices, you know, right now. So asking yourself what's really important to you. Your goals are, you know, the desire to have that ice cream, baby. You feel me? So it's just like really look at your small actions, the things that you say, the things that you hear, the things that people tell to you, to say to you, etc., etc. Because your friend is not going to offer you a drink if you told them that you don't want to drink. You know, they're not going to pressure you into doing things that you don't want to do. You know, they're going to want you to achieve your goals because you said that's what you want to achieve, and they want you to be your best self. So if you have people who do that, I'm not going to lie, baby, it may be because of jealousy, you know, because they don't feel like they can cut that off themselves. And even if that's something that they want to do, and so they're going to try to make you fall victim to that so that they'll feel better, you know, about them not being able to hold themselves accountable. Overall, it's no one's duty to hold yourself accountable. It's your duty to hold yourself accountable, but it's still beautiful to have people around you who do hold you accountable, because there are friends who will, most definitely. But even if they don't hold you accountable, they do not need to be giving you that temptation. You know, they don't need to tempt you, you know, towards things that you don't want to do. You feel me? And if they do, it's just telling you that maybe you should give them less of your energy right now. You know, if being around these particular type of people tempt you into doing things that you don't really want to do, that you're wanting to break away from, then maybe you should give them less of your energy right now. And you have the freedom to do so. So I don't think you're attached to anybody. So let's see what they say possible obstacles will be for you guys. So what are some possible obstacles for my Scorpios when it comes to them achieving what it is that they want to achieve? Can you show me clearly, please? Spirit, possible obstacles. Possible obstacles is the moon card. This talks about your shadow side. It's Pisces energy. It talks about secrets and illusions, things that are not, you know, not being honest with yourself, about the power that you have, not being honest about yourself, to yourself when it comes to the things that that make you feel powerless, you know, because the Magician card is a very, very powerful card. Not being honest with yourself about the things that you've given power to, like things that have ended, because that Ten of Swords, that talks about a lot of anxiety. It talks about your past, you know, so this is most definitely shadow work, things from your past that give you a lot of anxiety that you still need to release, that may still make it very, it's the temptation, you know, whatever that is. So this is a possible obstacle, and it's actually a really big obstacle. Just feeding into your shadow, or learning about your shadow, getting acquainted with your shadow, learning how to tap into that energy and actually control it, because your shadow is actually, your shadow energy, it's a powerful energy, you know. So don't like be like, oh no, I'm not gonna feed into it, I'm gonna just ignore it, I'm gonna ignore these thoughts, I'm gonna ignore these feelings, blah this and blah that. No, feed into it, you know, like don't feed into it, but like pay attention to it, feel it, you know, actually explore like the source of these particular thoughts, see how you can transmute it, but just realize that like your shadow is actually very, very powerful. So let's say, I'm gonna just give you an example on how your shadow is powerful. So let's say you get upset about something. You get so angry, you open the freaking door and the door like literally breaks. You feel me? It's like, dang, I didn't even know I was capable of that, you know, type of thing. So it's like using that, instead of breaking the freaking door, you could transmute that energy into something more, you know, creative, you know. So it's very, very powerful. So it's just like, don't allow for your shadow side to give you anxiety. Do not allow for you to feed into the negative side of it. You can use that energy and transmute it into something better. So you can use it towards some sort of creative outlet. It's powerful. So it's just like tapping into it so that you can create something beautiful for yourself versus feeling like you're a victim to it. So a lot of you guys, this thing that you feel attached to could be like your temptation to drugs. Some of y'all, it could legit be just you giving your power to other people, not being able to express your boundaries. And some of y'all, it's just like your past. You feel like your past will just creep back up on you, the things that you've been through your past, et cetera, et cetera. So your shadow work is going to be an obstacle for you. You not giving your power to the shadow work, or things from your past that you feel like haunt you, because that could be most definitely nightmares. Just allow for your emotions to get the best of you. Is an obstacle, and it's actually a really, really big obstacle for you, because with this Magician card, it's like you're a very powerful person, but you may feed into the wrong things when it comes to, you know, the things that you are creating. So let it say, moving beyond past limitations into freedom. I'm becoming all that I'm created to be. I am free to think wonderful thoughts, you know. So with that moon card, it's like a lot of hidden things that still affect you, you know. They're hidden, you know. If y'all remember that Two of Swords, like I told y'all, I feel like it's subconscious things, and with subconscious work, baby, that is difficult, because it's not conscious to you. It's like there's certain actions that you take that you don't even realize why you take it, and that's going to take a lot of work, to just sitting down with yourself and asking yourself. You see all these swords, and this person could be distracting themselves on their phone or doing other things so that they won't have to look at these swords, but you will legit have to look at each of those swords that just talk about each of your thoughts, looking at each of your thoughts, that you feel like each action, everything that has been said to you that you feel like have stabbed you, or that you feel like have made some sort of mark on you, and seeing, you know, how can you heal it? How can you pull this sword out? How can you heal each of these wounds that you have, to where you won't feel like you're dead, even though you're alive? You know, so this person has all these swords in them. And it's hard to walk around like that. It's hard to walk around with all that pain in you, you know? And so they don't want you to give your power to your pain, but that is a current obstacle for you, giving your power to your pain, giving your power to things that have ended that still affects you mentally to this day. So it affects the way you communicate. It affects the actions that you take. It makes you feel like it's very difficult for you to move past past certain limitations that you have on yourself. So let's see what they say, things you can do to get past those obstacles. And then we are going to go on with your oracle card. So what can my Scorpios do to get through this obstacle of shadow work? And it says that's the only major arcana here, you guys. So it's something that's major, and I feel how intense it is. I feel how intense it is. It's like when you think about this thing, it makes you like shake. It makes it very difficult for you to like take any action. You know, it's just like, you know what? I'm actually not going to think about that. Let me just scroll through my phone, you know, type of thing. Like, So like my heart is literally beating, like my heart feels like it's tight. So it's not going to be easy. So that's why it's just like, if you do need professional help, get professional help, I feel like. But if you feel like you can do it on your own, most definitely. But this is most definitely some subconscious things, so it's not going to be things that you're consciously aware of. Like, so let's see what they say. Like, there are certain reasons why you like your small actions, why you do the things that you do. You know, why you're not able to hold yourself accountable when it comes to certain things, or stand up for your boundaries, and etc. and etc. But let's see what they say you can do to get through these obstacles. What can my Scorpio do to get through this obstacle? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? So what can you do to get through this obstacle? We have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she talks about healing energy. I love the Queen of Wands in this deck because if you can see, she has a skin condition, you guys. So she's someone, she's not really happy with her past. She's not happy with everything about herself physically. She's not happy with certain things that she's done, but she does not allow for it to hinder her or break her down. She allows for it to empower her. She's like, no, because I've been through these things, is more of a reason for me to be able to live the life that I want in leadership, you know, for me to take the actions that I do. Because it's just like, okay, how can I be a healer if I haven't healed myself, you know, type of thing, if I had nothing to heal from. So yeah, I have a dark past. Yes, I have a shadow side. You know, yes, I've done some things that I'm not necessarily proud of, but that's a part of my story, you know, because there are also other people who have been through some really dark things, who never thought that they could actually move past those limitations, who never thought that they could actually grow. You know, so it's just like, because I've been through this, is more of a reason for me to allow for those things to empower me. We have the Ace of Cups. It's like you showing yourself unconditional love, an overwhelming amount of love. You know, it's just like, it doesn't matter what I've done, what I do, what I said, who I am, what I will be. I deserve love always, and I'm going to love myself always, and I'm going to use that love to help me transmute and create the things that I want. So this is like allowing for your imperfections to empower you, healing yourself, standing up into your leadership role, nurturing yourself, being more kind to yourself, but realizing that you are a creator and that you are a leader, and you deserve to sit in this throne, and you deserve to be a leader, and you deserve to heal yourself. You deserve to have you know, freedom. You deserve to literally be what you were created to be and what you created yourself to be, you know? So it's like, if you want to be whatever it is that you want to be, you can be that. And realizing, even if there are certain people who are in a particular field that you want to be in, who don't look like you, who did not have the same past as you, etc., etc., it gives you even more of a reason to do it. Because I promise you, there are other people who have that same mindset. It's just like, I can do this because I've been through this, you know, and you are showing them that it is possible. You know, it's possible to grow from these obstacles. It's possible to detach from your past. It's possible to overcome, you know, certain things and obstacles, and etc., etc. And it's very, very beautiful. It's extremely, extremely beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So it's just like, I do not have to be attached to deception. I don't have to be attached to, you know, things that have hurt me. I don't have to be attached to, you know, just not being myself authentically. Yeah. So that's very beautiful. Let's go ahead and start reading your oracle cards then. We're going to start with, it flipped over. I'm going to take it, but I'm going to pull one for y'all. So we're going to start off with your chakra cards. So what messages would you like to give my Scorpios? Additional messages you want to give my Scorpios? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Okay. So we have perfection and we have impatience. So perfection is your root chakra. This talks about if you're not yet creating the life that you truly, truly want to, it's because of your foundational beliefs, whether you don't believe you deserve it, or you don't believe it's possible, or you don't believe you can. It's something within the foundational beliefs that you've built, the beliefs that you have when it comes to the creation, you know, what it is that you're creating in your life. So perfection says, this card indicates protection and an inner conflict between wanting to look good and having compassion for others. Remain kind and unattached to an outcome. Being right and letting others know that you are right may not support the understanding that you desire. So perfection says, I have the same high standards for myself as I do for others. Are you being too hard on yourself and consequently others? Begin to look for what's right and good in your world and you will see it. What am I presently focusing on? Knowing what's right and telling others about it may not be the best way of being. So this is almost like it's like being kind to yourself like you would be kind to others. And honestly, I feel like you're not really kind to yourself, and so consequently you're not really kind to others. So it's just like you'd be like, no, I can't just take my excuses, I'm stupid, blah blah this and blah blah that. And so you would do the same thing if you see someone else, doing something that you feel like they should not do, if that makes sense. So this says alienating others, feeling alienated, seeking perfection, deeply desiring love, transformations ahead, uniqueness, friendship, and acceptance. That's beautiful. It's interesting because this right here, the alienating others, type of thing. The Seven of Wands is most definitely a defensive type of energy. So, the meditation says, think about the people in your life. Find something good about every person who comes into your mind, no matter who they are and how you feel about them, before you release them. You will know this meditation has concluded when no more people have come forward. And then we have impatience, and impatience just talks about the way you communicate, the way you express yourself, your own personal responsibility, and then personal leadership as well. So impatience says your desire to create may overpower the necessity of aligning with divine timing. The time to shine will come. Move with the energy and not in front of it. Being present has its own rewards. So being in the now has its own rewards. So impatience says, if I don't take care of it, it will never happen. Now is not the time to make rushed decisions. You have made your needs known, now leave it alone. You may block something wonderful from coming to you if you are too hasty. Am I jumping the gun? If I'm honest with myself, am I forcing something? Scarcity thinking, being exhausted by your efforts, success through patience, unfolding revelation and success. So, being patient with yourself when it comes to your healing process, being patient with other people when it comes to their healing process, etc. and etc. So let's start reading some cards from the Moonology deck. So what additional messages do you have for my Scorpios? I did not want this to be this long. Okay, so we have hold your vision at the bottom of the deck. Bring love into the situation when it comes to yourself and other people around you. We have don't let pride get in your way. So when it comes to you actually like, these are feelings that I feel. This is stuff from my past. These are things I need to change, etc., etc. Do not let pride get in your way. Then we have conclusions are within reach. So things are coming to an end. You are coming to an understanding of, how you do the things you do, why you do the things you do, and learning how to heal from them. So messages from your angels. What additional messages do you have for my Scorpios? Okay. So we have Archangel Raphael. I am helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and others. You are a healer just like me. I said some of y'all actually are healers. You're the Hierophant. So it's just like really embracing the role that you're in and knowing that it's okay for you to have certain feelings. It's okay for things not to be perfect all of the time. And actually those imperfections is what help, because nobody's perfect. So if you mess up and you are someone who's in leadership, it helps other people feel good because they would also want to be in that particular position. So it just makes them feel like, okay, this person's not perfect. No one's perfect, y'all. Then it's like, okay, it gives me more of encouragement to actually do that as well, So then we have Crystal, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't yet see. So that's very, very beautiful. But with that being said, I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated for whoever this posts to. And y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.